Okay, here's another overview of my Pulse Leash push button staging system. This controller actually allows you to take a car and pull into your pre-stage light and activate your trance brake at that point. And by using another button, you can precisely control a pulse to the trance brake, which allows the car to move up into the staging light. Really nice and easy and consistent. This here is a basic the wiring setup of it, and as you can see, there's a diode there that links from your trans brake button over to your line lock. And the purpose of this is to hold a little bit of brake pressure on your brake system, and that helps the car come in a little smoother. It takes away any kind of jerking or rocking. So you can kind of fine tune it to where it's really nice and smooth and stages really good. Some of the features my box has is that's where you set how much it bumps. So if you was to go in there with this number and it's jerking kind of hard, you can actually take that number down and soften it up to where it moves really nice and easy. And also a feature I have is a multi-bump feature, and what this is good for is if initially when you first hit your pulse button you may want it to move a little bit further, like you may actually tune it to where you can move it all the way into the staging beams. So if it takes 3 pulses to get you into the staging beams, you can program that in there. And one neat thing about this is once you hit the button the first time, it pulses the 3 times. If by some chance you're not all the way in the beams, maybe flickering the light, if you hit your pulse button again, it will only pulse 1 time after that. So on your first hit, it'll do the multi-pulse, and then after that, it'll pulse just single times. And it'll reset itself after 10 seconds too. So if you just accidentally hit the pulse button in the staging lane or in the burnout box or something, within 10 seconds it'll go back to the multi-pulse mode. If you have more than one pulse programmed in here. But I'd recommend just starting with 1 pulse and playing with it and getting it fine-tuned with this number here to see what it takes to make your car move nice and soft. And it varies too depending on your transmissions. I know our car runs around 20, and then I've got another customer's car with a Power Glide transmission just like ours, but his actually works better at 8. So transmissions vary. So you have to play with it to see what actually works best for your combination. And that's pretty much it, but I just wanted to show that. I kind of changed up the screen a little bit, and I also changed up how I did that multi-button, because before, every time you hit the button, it would pulse whatever you have programmed into this. And I actually had a customer of mine, another racer, that kind of brought this to my attention, that if he programmed it to pull all the way up into the staging beam, what if he was flickering the light? He didn't want to hit it again and bump too far, so that made sense. So that's the reason why I got it set up where it only multi bumps on the first hit. So that's pretty much it.